Every night after work, Ella surprisingly hails the same taxi by chance. Sometimes she needs to change direction to go to her boyfriend's house. Before Ella even tells the driver the specific address, he already states her destination, which makes her a bit startled. At first, Ella thought it was just a coincidence, but what the driver said next made her completely panic. The driver kept talking to Ella throughout the journey. After a long day at work, Ella didn't want to pay him any attention. That is, until the driver mentioned that girls must be careful about their safety when going home at night, and that last week, a girl nearby was raped by a bad guy. The driver even emphasized that the victim was a very pretty girl. Hearing this, Ella felt scared. Was the driver warning her or threatening her? The next day, Ella deliberately left work early. That yellow taxi was still parked at the entrance. Ella was so scared that she pretended not to see it, but the driver kept honking at her. He urged Ella to get in the car quickly, saying that there were very few taxis due to the heavy rain that day. Ella had no choice but to get in his car again. The driver continued to talk to Ella incessantly, just like before. He even mentioned that he had overheard her phone call with her parents last time and told Ella not to speak so harshly to her elders in the future. Ella could no longer tolerate it. She asked the driver to stop at the convenience store ahead, but the driver seemed to ignore her request and insisted on taking her home. The driver even stated Ella's building number and knew that she lived alone. He also mentioned that every time Ella got out of the car, he would watch her go upstairs and turn on the lights before leaving. At this moment, Ella felt extremely terrified. Finally, they reached the destination. Ella couldn't wait to pay and leave. However, the driver actually locked the car and got out. Ella felt utterly panicked. Just as she was at a loss, the driver suddenly reappeared in front of her, holding an umbrella, and said he wanted to walk Ella inside. He even explained why he had locked the car. The frightened Ella didn't want to hear him say another word, and just wanted to escape from this perverted man as quickly as possible. However, just as Ella was using her key to open the door, she didn't expect the driver to chase after her again. The driver claimed that he wanted to give Ella her change. Ella fearfully told him to keep the change, but the driver persisted in harassing her and forcefully pulled on the door. Finally, Ella used all her strength to pull and managed to close the door. Ella entered the elevator in a panic. After this incident, she moved to a new place the next day. On her way to work, she casually hailed a taxi. To her utter shock, the driver of this taxi was actually that same man.